What's going on, man? It's your boy Sean, known online as Sensei Trades or Sensei _ on social media, and welcome back to another video, a long overdue video, but you see where I'm at, man. Now, this ain't no high-rise pant. I ain't boss up like that. I ain't boss up on y'all like that just yet, but this is a resort, you feel me? I'm out here, downtown Atlanta. I'm out here with my grandparents, my wife. It's my granddaddy's birthday here on the 24th, so I believe it is what's the date? The 23rd. So, yep, my grandfather's birthday tomorrow, so we out here in Atlanta having a good time, man. We are literally next to everything. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. Look. That's a Mercedes-Benz Stadium over there. Hold on. You see it. If you don't know what Mercedes look like, then I don't think there's any more help for you. But I guess you could call this my first ever vlog, as if I'm popping like that yet. But hey, who knows? But where have I been at, man? Where have I been at? And I've just been living, bro. I guess you could call it the frontal lobe developing, but I've just really been sitting myself down as of recently and just really just been thinking about life, man. I need to get up and live, you know, and that's the thing they don't tell you about this journey, is that you're gonna want to isolate yourself. You're gonna have to isolate yourself after a little bit, but don't get lost in the sauce to where you forget to live. Now, I have been under my rock, dedicated to my trading for the past 7 years. Now, do you need to do that as a beginner trader, as a sort of intermediate trader trying to better themselves? The inner psycho in me would say abso-freaking-lutely. But you don't have to do that, you know, but you still got to put that work, you still got to show up. Don't get me wrong, you still got to put them hours in, but being locked in your crib 7 years, it's unnecessary. Now, obviously, I wasn't literally locked in my crib for 7 years, but that's how it felt, man. And just have a balance, you know, have a balance between your family and the bag, you know. Want too much of one or the other isn't a good thing, you know. You focus too much on your family, you're gonna run out of money. You focus too much on the money, you're gonna run out of family. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about finding that balance, but then just living, you know. Let's take a look at the B-roll again. Is this what it's like to be an influencer? Like, should I drop a bag on this, man? Should I drop a bag on an Atlanta penthouse? Yeah, y'all know I live in Augusta, so I'm not out here for real. But hey, if I find more reasons to be out here in Atlanta, I might cop a condo out here. I'm not going to lie. Just seeing, I got to keep the view in the background, because I didn't realize how motivational I would feel just staring at this view. And it's 3 a.m. That's how much of an introvert I am. I wake up when everybody's asleep, and I go to sleep when everybody's awake. Because it be too hectic sometimes, man. Especially in downtown Atlanta. I should have recorded it earlier, but traffic was ridiculous, bro. And it's just because there was a game on. The Hawks played the Warriors today. Well, yesterday. I don't know who won, though. Hopefully the Hawks didn't get absolutely destroyed by Curry and them. So motivational. But I mean, hey, if they did, they did. If they didn't, they didn't. Let's see. What month we in? We in March. We in the playoffs yet? Or we still playing in for it? I don't know. Somebody let me know. Somebody let me know. But Yeah, man, I'm just here to chop it up with y'all. It is a Sunday, so no active markets as of yet. Just me enjoying my weekend. Let me show y'all down there. This right here is the Olympic training park. Good Lord, I can't talk. As you see, yep, down there, you got the Olympic logo. That's actually a fountain. So later on in the day, when everybody gets up and active, it'll show up in colors and whatever and shoot up the water. But yeah, man, let me get over here for y'all. Just to show y'all what you're capable of. You are capable of this, bro. Listen, man, I am a 24, finna be 25-year-old young adult, you know what I'm saying, figuring this life thing out. Just because I won the game of finances with this trading doesn't mean I have everything figured out. And I guess just staring over this skyline just helped me realize that, like, this is motivational. I'm not gonna lie. Now, I'm not a city person. That's the crazy part about it. Would you catch me downtown 24/7? Probably not. But I guess there's always time for change. You know what I'm saying? I can't always be an introvert, avoidant of people, not wanting to interact. But you know, it just gets a little difficult out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned earlier, everybody be so just negative all the time. Like, everybody wants you to be fake. They want you to be a fraud. They want you to be a scammer. They don't want you to be who you say you are. And that's honestly crazy to me. Like, why do you want me to be fake so bad? You know, why do you want me to be a guy with a horrible reputation? Why would you want me to be a poison to the world, be a poison to my society, just for the sake of stroking your own ego and validating your own emotions? Like, I'm never gonna immediately think somebody's fake. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let them tell on themselves. Because after a while, you can't fake what I do for very long. And if you can, that just means you have finessed some of the most ignorant people on this planet. Because I've been trying to tell people this is the life you can live. I've been trying to tell people for years and years on end, this is the life that you're supposed to be living. This right here. Where is your penthouse? If it's not literally something like this, what is your version of this? What can you do to achieve this for yourself? Again, it doesn't have to be this specifically, but what is your version of this? And how are you working to get there? See, because even though this is a simple hotel resort, nothing too crazy, I still dreamed of being able to see anything like this. You know, we see it all the time on YouTube, on social media, but it doesn't hit the same until it's your turn. And I don't know, just staring over this skyline is really doing something to me, and it just makes me want to go harder. I see what people mean. It just makes you want to go harder, probably just because it's a change of environment as well. There's a Coca-Cola factory. Hold on, let me get that footage for you. There you go. So you got the Coca-Cola factory right there. Some cool stuff, man, but life is what you make of it. You know, you can sit at home, cry victim, scream oppression, screaming that there's some other person or entity that's preventing you from progressing in your life, or you can lock in. It's as simple as that. See, me, I can't do the victimhood talk. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the woe is me, somebody else is ruining my life. I can't do that. You know, I've had people who have forced me to make choices to where I had to lose everything. I had to choose between my stability in life or my mental peace. And doing that forced me to give up this kind of lifestyle the first go around. Because again, I've been trading for 7 years. I've been profitable since year 2. Do the math. Again, I don't know why people think I'm faking this. I'm guarantee you I've been around longer than the mentor that you call yourself learning from. You feel me? If they not year 10 over, they don't have nothing on me. I'm just telling it how it is. Just because I'm new to YouTube don't mean that I'm not better than the people with 100K subs and all that, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, man, just put that work in. You know, after I lost everything, right, I went from basically a 100K a year job, a warehouse job at that, restocking King Supers, and that's a West Side version of Kroger, but King Supers and Kroger's. That was my first real job as a young adult, as a young man. And to go from this 100K a year job, 6-figure plus trading account, 5 other businesses I was running at the time, just because I was built like that. Now I'm about age 20 by this point. And I had to give all of that up in the name of my own mental peace and to free myself from a toxic situation. I went from all of that to working a job at Applebee's. From 6 figures, 10K plus in my closet, every pair of shoe I wanted either in the closet or in the mail on the way. My own crib, my own car, credit booming, everything in the palm of my hands at only 19, 20 years old. Gone within 24 hours. April 7th, 2021 was the day that I had to give all of that up in the name of my own peace. And to this day, I'm still hurt about it. I'm still hurt. I'm still mad. Just because had I did any better preparation, I wouldn't have lost everything. You know, I was 19. I was 20. Getting money. Like, you ain't gonna know what to do at that age when you getting money. So I had no safeguards. I had no backup plan for what if something happens and I can't get access to any of my fun. I had none of that. I had everything on a computer, no backups, nothing. So when I had to leave, that was it. Everything was gone. But yeah, man, even though, again, for the umpteenth time, this ain't no penthouse, but this is still a high quality resort. The fact that I went from Applebee's making about $80 a day. $80 a day. I went from $250 to $300 per day to $60 a day, man. $60 a day. But even holding that giant L, I knew I can get it all back. I knew that was just me getting knocked down and not knocked out. I knew that because the majority of my skill was up here and not in my body, I knew I would have been able to get it back one day. I knew it would take some time, but I'd be able to get it back one day. And now here I am 3 years later, or 21, no, going on 4 years later. 4 years later, I'm able to do things like this. And let me be your testimony, bro. Keep trading. And if you're not trading, keep grinding. Keep doing whatever it is you set your heart out to do. Keep fulfilling the purpose God has given you. Stay up on your prayers and just get to the bag, man. Get to the bag. Focus. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in things you don't need to be doing. Look, wrap it up. Matter of fact, forget wrapping it up. Cancel on that girl right now. Cancel on that boy right now. They not worth it. They not worth it. They are not worth it. Listen. Focus on God and the bag. Everybody else will come after that. If they meant to be here for you, they're going to be right here when you done and you come back. And if not, then it just goes to show who wasn't supposed to be here in the first place. That just goes to show who was going to snake you out the moment you got up, because they are not capable of doing what it is you're doing. Your best friend might be your biggest hater right now, and you don't even know it because you're not up yet. Yep, your best friend might be your biggest hater right now, and you don't even know it. But you just got to be ready for that. This life, the life of success, it doesn't alleviate all of your problems. To be honest, you will never not have problems. The only thing that changes is the problems. You know, you go from how am I going to pay my rent this month to how am I not going to get busted over the head by taxes this year? You know what I'm saying? And just little things like that. You go from, dang, where am I going to get new clothes from, to, dang, what outfit am I going to put on today? What outfit am I going to buy my peoples? What outfit am I going to buy my girl? You know what I'm saying? What island am I going to take her to? Changing the problems. So you just got to be ready for it. Success isn't easy. It's not easy to get here. It's not easy to stay here. You got to keep the work going. You got to stay disciplined. That's why they tell you discipline above everything else, besides God, of course. Because discipline is going to keep you in the game when your heart doesn't want you to stay in it. Discipline is going to keep you on the path. Discipline is where success lies. If you know good and well you were supposed to stop smoking, right? And I can attest to this. I'm holding myself accountable here. But if you know good and well you're supposed to stop smoking to save you some money, that's happened to all of us if you smoke or drink, if you have a vice in general, but you don't. And now you look up and you done told yourself that 2 years ago. So you've been holding yourself back. You have had no discipline for 2 years. You know, our parents is right when they say time moves faster as you get older. Because I bet you didn't even realize it was 2 years. I didn't realize just how much time went by until I actually sat down and I thought about it. I lost all my stuff 4 years ago. And now I'm back, essentially. And it's just crazy to really think about. But yeah, man, I just wanted to yap y'all heads off for the one time. I'm gonna hit some chart work for y'all. I'm gonna set everything up. But just wanted to give y'all some motivation, bro. You know, I ain't nobody special. I'm just a guy that got good at clicking buttons. So if you don't want to find the time to learn how to click a button and make money off of it, that's your prerogative. But this is what I do. This is what I love. I hope you're doing what you love to do. And yeah, we're just gonna get right to it. All right, y'all. So here we are in the little office area. So I'm gonna do my weekly overview of my charts. This isn't the strategy breakdown video. You can go watch that. It's in my feed. I ain't got that many videos up anyways. But we're going to go over all of my weekly pairs. As y'all know, I trade Forex and futures. So just for that, I am going to do both. So y'all see I got my feet up. But anyways, here we are in the Forex charts. We're going to start with the Australian dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Now, my trading style, I prefer to swing trade. My previous videos have been more on the intraday side of things for those of y'all who prefer futures prop firms. But me personally, as much as I like futures prop firms, this is another decision I decided to make. I think it's better for me to focus more on my live accounts, trading without any rules, just because I prefer more higher risk trading. 2% is cool, but I like 5%. I like 5% personally. It satisfies my risk appetites, and I'm able to allow my trades to play out, and I'm okay regardless if I win or lose. But anyways, so here we are on the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. To continue my trading style explanation. So SKC is used for any time frame, any trading style, because as you know, time frames are fractal. So they each have their own highs and lows to play with. So you can use that as you feel up to whatever. Sorry, it's 4 a.m. now, but we ain't complaining. This is why we wake up early, right? So this time around, right, I have altered SKC to take a more supply and demand approach. So you're going to see here is going to be the same stuff. We're still using the fib, right? The 50 and the 0.68 fib to basically create our supply and demand levels. So just another way to think about it. Again, every strategy has its own capability of working, but nothing increases your probability of profitability. At the end of the day, regardless of what charting strategy you use, you need to master risk management. All right, but that's enough yapping. Let's get right into it. So Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, I'm not seeing much here on the daily. We're going to go by these pretty quick, right? So I don't see nothing here on the daily, so I'm going to drop down to the 4-hour. Let's see what's popping there. So I'm seeing price broke lows here and here. So I'll mark those up for y'all. So we got a break of lows here. Just to give y'all an idea of what I look for. So we got 2 breaks of structure right there. Given that those structure points were lows, that is the trend direction that I want to trade. So I would look to be bearish on Australian pairs. And this is the cool part about correlation, because given that this is the first pair that I've analyzed, but it's not the only Australian pair, this sets the precedent, if that's the right word to use, for the rest of these Australian-based pairs. So given that for the time being, I'm going to be bullish on the Australian dollar, at least until it gets back into this area of supply, again, using our 0.5 and our 0.68 Fibonacci levels, as you see right here. So nothing has changed. If you still want to use the original Fibonacci, you can. It looks like that. Well, not the 0.5, I'm sorry. The 0.68 and the stop loss level for supply and demand. But Again, it all works one way or another, but yeah. Oops, hold on. There we go. All right, cool. So we got our area of supply. Now I need to look for an area of demand to potentially take buys into supply, just so I'm not sitting here for 2 weeks waiting on this play. Right. So as of right now, I'm not seeing any highs broken on the 1 hour. Let's drop down to the 15 minuto. And once again, nothing there. Get out of here. Though we did get a break of this high right here. If you wanted to drop down to the 5-minute time frame, you can. Me personally, I'm not going to. But just so y'all can see it, just because I know some of y'all are multi-type traders or multi-strategy kind of traders. So some of y'all can scalp. I can scalp a little bit, but I prefer slow and steady wins the race. Right, so boom, here we go. We got a break of this high. I would prefer the candle to close above it, but just for demonstration purposes, we're going to do that. And just like that, we now have our area of demand. Right, so if you want me to go into full detail of how to really think about this from a supply and demand standpoint, let me know. I got y'all. I might do a video on it anyways, but we'll just have to see. So I'm looking to take buys off of this area of demand. Obviously, this macro area of support, macro being my higher time frame, I said support, supply will be the long-term target, and my first take profit could be that high. All right, so that is how we're going to set all of these pairs up. We're going to start from a higher time frame to find our first area, and then we're going to drop down in time frame to find our second area to take into macro structure. So let me identify those lows, and now we are done with AUD CAD. But now, once again, like I said, because AUD CAD set the precedent for the rest of the Australian pairs, I am also looking to long-term short Australian. We're going to do that. Put this magnet on. Right, so that's the initial setup right here. This is the macro setup on the daily. We got our area of supply. We got the low that we will be targeting once we get up here, and that's that. So let's drop down to our lower time frame to find an area of demand. We get breaks of highs. Just read structure, right? I'm just reading structure. I'm just going a little fast with it. I'm pretty sure this video is already getting long, but I don't care. If you're able to sit through this, then you have the patience to be a pro trader, and you just got put onto a whole lot of game in a cool little spot. So I'm seeing highs broken here and here, so that would tell me to do that right there. And this would be the setup as such. Right now, again, don't get me wrong. The correlations don't have to play out in favor of you, right? Because again, the first pair was the Canadian dollar. Now we're going up against the Swiss franc. So if Switzerland economics become more dominant than the Australia economics, then obviously we could see things change. But me personally, we already got the tap here, the original tap there. So I wanted to see rejection off of that, but the fact that we fell back in kind of makes it iffy for me. Let's jump up to the daily. But I mean, on the daily, it still could work. Take profit 1 would be there. Take profit 2 would be supply. And there we go. So now let's pick up speed a little bit. Y'all already see what I'm looking for. So let's get it. AUD NZD. As we see here, cool. Let's drop down. And I just want y'all to know this hotel Wi-Fi garbage. Got to use that hotspot. You feel me? So we got a small break right there, but if you deem that a break, more power to you. So there's our area of demand that you can look to take buys off of to take into our macro supply. Right? So boom. You can do a take profit there. You can even do a take profit here. You can do as many take profits as you want all the way to the top here. But me personally, I'm going to just take it one setup at a time. So I'm going to let this play out. Then I'm going to let it set up again, play out again, and again, and again until we finally make it up here. Whoa, that was weird. Next, AUD USD. Jump out to our macros, always eat your macros first. Jump out to the weekly. All right, so for the weekly time frame, seeing a whole lot of bears. So over the course of these next few months, I'm probably going to be long-term shorting the Australian dollar, but y'all understand the routine. Boom, some long-term target lows. Come on, there we go. That joint did not want to load up for us. Okay, so we got ugly structure on the 1 hour, so I'm not going to look for nothing until we break highs up here. Next, so now we are on the euro-based pairs, European euro. Very, very clean break of structure to the top side. Don't even need to mark anything for real. We got that move right there. Boom. So finally, we got us a long-term buy off of this demand level using the SKC fib. Go watch my SKC strategy breakdown video to really understand why I prefer the fib over anything else, at least for my personal approach. So I'm seeing a lot of bullish structure, but nothing too crazy right now. As we see here, we broke highs previously there. But did we get a tap? Nah, we didn't get enough tap in time here. So we're going to update our demand level. And there we go. Same thing. Let's move on. Euro CAD, we are very freaking bullish. Hold on. Yep, very bullish. Very, very bullish. All right. And there we go. Now, again, the markets could always open and mess up everything. But we will just have to see. Let's speed this along. I'm not seeing no clean structure for macro or micro supply. You do got that right there. So I guess so. But right now we're in the middle, so that's equilibrium. We're not touching it. Euro GBP. I guess you could say it broke those highs right there. We have a whole lot of manipulation, or well, liquidation. I call it liquidation, where you just get a whole lot of strong candles in one direction. Feel me? So that one is close to being done or set up. I mean, Jesus. So before the week ended, you had this setting up right here, this off of this supply level. So this very much could still hold and take us down here for sells. So you can do something like that. Target the low. Boom. That's a 1 to 2. That's cool with me. Next. Euro JPY. How far are we? So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, cool. So we got 11 pairs left. 11 pairs, and I'm going to get y'all up out of here. All right. Euro JPY. Looking at the macros, we got broken highs right there. And we should be seeing some broken lows here shortly. Yes and no. Let me drop down a little bit. So I am seeing a break of that low right there. You want to qualify that. See, this one ain't going to work because we already got to pull into this area of supply. So the most freshest, untested area is what we're looking to enter in on. Take profit 1 would be right there. Next, Euro versus New Zealand. I need to take a trip to New Zealand. All right, got our demand level. Let's drop down to the 1 hour to find our area of supply. I'm seeing lows broken here. I'm really seeing this structure. Better right there. Came down. Cool. So we are currently in the works. So I'll probably look to take that this week. Euro USD. Same story. Everything is going to be pulling towards demand to go to the top side for Euro pairs. So for the time being, I'm going to see if I can look for short-term bears going into said demand level. As of right now, I am not seeing any. I'll look whenever price breaks that area right there. So now we are on the Great British Pound pairs. Same thing. Boom. Area of demand. Got us a smooth area of supply right there. And done. On to the next one. Hopefully this ice machine or drink machine behind me doesn't disrupt the audio too much. Because I do not have my mic on me. GJ, we are very, very ugly right now, but it's okay. It is fine. I mean, I suppose we have this. Yeah, so we got that right there. Hasn't quite pulled into demand yet. You can look for that. Up to 4 hour. Next, Great British Pound, New Zealand dollar. Before I even zoom out, I can see it. I see the vision. So we already tapped this area of supply. Where are we going? Where are we going? Got a break of that high right there. Let's use the freshest. We're gonna take it from the very bottom. We're gonna take it from the very bottom. Cool. So there we go. Got our area of supply and demand. If we pull back into here, we can take sales back into it. Lastly, for Great British Pound, GBP USD. Y'all already know this is my go-to. If this all me right here. Hold on. Boom, bam, bop. Bada bop boop. Pow. Cool. Simple, guys. Keep it simple. Control your risk. Understand your risk plan. Have a risk strategy. Because all the charting is just lines and boxes on a chart. We can always make a chart look cool, but it's all about the execution. So we're almost done here. If you haven't clicked out the video by now, I appreciate you sticking to the end with me. Give me a like and subscribe, you feel me? Even though it's slow treks, we're still on the road to 1,000, man. We're still on the road. Yeah, we are still on the road, banging it out. We are almost done. Almost done. I'm seeing that right there. Boom. Next. I'm seeing a break of this low right here. So we already got that one. Already pulled down. Which is fine. So this one, we can look to scale into it. Do we have a demand level? Let me grab a demand. We don't. We are just straight bears right now. Cool. Fine with me. Come on. There we go. Jeez, what was that? Okay, so in situations like these, I'll be looking to scale in to the trade properly, though. So this setup already happened. We got a break of that low right here. It just barely missed. So I'm gonna just do the same thing here. I'm gonna wait till this low is broken to then take it from this high and should look something around there. NZDJPY, second to last one. Just bear with me, yeah. Okay, so this one, we got two possibilities here. Either you got lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs. So this slight liquidation right here broke previous highs. Let's drop down to the 4 hour just so you can see it a little better. Right, so this push right here broke this structure high. So I'm gonna take it bottom to top. And as we see, demand got hit already. I don't normally trust a second bounce, but if you build like that, you can look for a second bounce there to take it to the top. That'll be your first target there at 87,373. And as far as supply goes, let's see. This one has been hit already, so that one is invalid. But this one hasn't been hit yet, so here we are. Let me get the lowest point. Yeah, good enough, because those lows are basically equal. So there you go. And last one, NZD USD. So I see it from the daily, but I'm gonna just break it down off the 4 hour. Y'all see it, breaks of all these highs right there. So draw our demand level. Again, we're getting a second touch here. I personally don't trust it. This tells me that it probably collected the majority of the orders here already at 57,301, and it might crash through, but only one way to find out. Let's grab our supply level. We got us a couple. Let's see. That one's been touched already. And this one hasn't. So there we go. So if this demand level holds, you have a beautiful setup for a reversal going into your first take profit there, and then eventually supply. Obviously, if the supply level fails, then you in for the money. So that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate y'all for locking in with me. I think I got this video about 40-ish minutes before editing, so pretty decent content. Got the sky view in the back. Obviously, it's not the best, but hey, we make do with what we got. So thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And until the next time, peace.